He couldn't have just bounced up there and then did the moon. He's not EO.
They're
He just
standing
jumps
in the
without
middle of the
looking.
ring just watching him. If it were real life and somebody that wants to hurt you, are you just going to stand right where you are? Or are you going to move out of the way?
Well, I think if it was real life, a person wouldn't be climbing up 10 feet to jump on you.
Fair enough.
Like how Styles, he put the chair over his neck and then he started twitching his leg.
I thought it was funny how he just got up and immediately pointed to Dominic. Like, he was obviously okay.
Well, yeah, he was on the ground, he was holding the chair, twitching his leg, and then the ref's like, what the hell? And then he was like, it was him.
Yeah, Cena turns heel. He wins the undisputed title. He defends it. And the second he turns face, he loses it. And then the bad guy comes out and beats his ass. What kind of message does that send the youth?
I don't know what kind of message that sends, but it's not a good one. Basically, she's getting her ass beat because her hands are tied. And then finally she breaks out and starts a babyface comeback.
From what I understand, there was a moment where Vulcan, her hands were tied, and then they came untied, and then she tied herself back up.
You didn't even watch the match. Why you got to go do that? Just let it go. They're doing their best out there.
In order to move forward, we have to go back to SummerSlam, Night 2. And we are still in East Rutherford, New Jersey. The Walkers are the MFTs. Jacob fought too. Lyra, I'm going to use Velcro now. I heard Stevie Richards say it. I like that better than Vulcan. So, Velcro.
Oh, that was we'll talk about it during Raw, but Naomi used that for Stephanie.
Oh, really?
Yeah. She said Stephanie Velcro.
Oh, all right. Lyra Vulcan, Seth Rollins' husband, and Cody Rhodes. Triple H came out to stroke his ego, opened the show. He said something about this being our time and it being the biggest SummerSlam in history. And he vows that Night 2 will be even crazier than Night 1. Then we start off with a girl match, which Naomi won. Ripley did her dumb move to EO off the top rope. Looks like she is finally getting the monkey off her back. Then Naomi comes in from behind Ripley with a roll-up and snatches Ripley from the jaws of victory.
Yeah, it was an okay match. I don't think it was better than the WrestleMania match, is what they were trying to recapture. Also, the Evolution match, they were trying to capture that magic again, which I think they fell short of, but it's still a good match.
And then we had a tag match, which Matt Hardy said was like the greatest or something like that. He praised it. Speaking of which, the Hardy Boys and the Dudley Boys were in attendance. And then the Wyatt Sucks won somehow.
It was quite the damn car crash, that match. Good luck if you're one of those like reviewers who call move by move, because everything was happening. You know, there was one moment where everybody was doing something from the top rope. You know how they do it in multi-man matches where someone gets put through a table. Oh yeah, Dexter Lumis, he did a senton through someone through a table. Ray Phoenix, then from the next turnbuckle, he does like a frog splash through a table. We go to the other side. Montez Ford did something. I don't remember what he did. And then we go to the other side. We have Axiom doing a Spanish fly through a table. It was a chaotic car crash. And when the Wyatts were going to win, the fans were booing. Now, we don't know if that was because they didn't want the match to end or because it was the Wyatts. Because it could be either way. Everybody was enjoying the match. So, you know, some people will say fans didn't want the match to end yet.
Sounds like the Wyatts are becoming a little stale.
It couldn't be that. Also, to be noted, this was in the daytime, so their entrance was in broad daylight.
That's so stupid.
Weird.
Triple H is part of Trumpomania. Trump reinstated the presidential fitness test, and Triple H is going to be involved somehow.
Yeah, he's some kind of ambassador. There's other, you know, sports people there. One person there was like, I don't even know what I'm doing here. But, you know, the president calls, so you do your duty. But, yeah, I really don't know why I'm involved.
Then we had another girl match. Seth's husband won. Bayley inadvertently hit Vulcan, which cost her the match and title. Vulcan can't challenge for the title again. Boo fucking who.
Off to the back of the line with you. This match wasn't good, if I'm being honest. It was long, very long. I think the official time was like 25 minutes or so. So, yes, it just went on forever. And a big portion of the match was Valkyria's hands zip tied. So it was like her fighting with her hands tied, you know. Basically, she's getting her ass beat because her hands were tied. And then finally she breaks out and starts a babyface comeback. That didn't bring Bailey out. Bailey came out when she was about to get Pillmanized with a crowbar.
Mm. From what I understand, that there was a moment where Vulcan, her hands were tied, and then they came untied, and then she herself tied herself back up.
You didn't even watch the match. Why you got to go do that? Just let it go.
No,
They're doing their best out there.
are they
They're
doing their best?
Yes.
I don't.
It's Becky Lynch.
I don't think Becky's that good. I think she talks a good game. I just don't think she's a good wrestler.
That's gonna have different opinions on that.
Yeah, people don't watch this part. Solo Sikoa versus Jacob Fatu, steel cage match for the U.S. title. Right off the bat, Jacob Fatu does headbutts to Solo on the turnbuckles and screams his "Yada na mean," which I thought was funny. Solo kicks Fatu's ass. They try to hype up Solo, saying he has not been pinned since the Netflix premiere. It's like, nice try.
That's true.
Fatu. So, Fatu starts running wild, hits all his shit. He does the Umaga ass charge, the Impaler DDT, and he does 2 moonsaults in a row. Guess what? Solo kicks out. So then the MFTs come out, as does Jimmy Uso. Jimmy takes out Tonga Loa and Jeff Cobb with super kicks. And then Taller Tonga just kicks the shit out of Jimmy, like with a big ass boot. Fatu insists that the ref lock him and Solo back in the cage because he's all gas, no brakes. And he almost loses from a Samoan spike. Now that the door is locked, Solo can't simply just ask the guy to unlock it again, so he has to climb up the cage. So then Fatu and Solo fight along the cage wall on the ropes. And then the MFTs start climbing the cage, trying to get to Fatu. Taller actually handcuffs Fatu to the top of the cage, and Fatu just rips the handcuffs off and prevents Solo from crawling out the cage door. And I guess they can open it back up now. So then Taller ends up slamming Fatu's head with the cage door so Solo can crawl out for the win. After the match, Jimmy attacks Jeff Cobb, then tosses him in the cage, feeding him to Jacob. Fatu beats the shit out of Cobb and Tonga Loa, hits both of them with a double moonsault off the top of the cage. Oh no, he did the moonsault, but Cobb and Tonga Loa just stood there, obviously waiting to catch him.
I guess you call that on both sides. So there you go. I mean, it's not like he could have pulled it off fast.
What do you mean?
That moonsault, he had to get to the top. He had to get in position. Like,
yeah, but
he couldn't have just bounced up there and then did the moon. He's not EO.
They're standing in the middle of the ring just watching him. If it were real life and somebody that you know wants to hurt you, are you just going to stand right where you are? Or are you going to move out of the way?
Well, I think if it was real life, a person wouldn't be climbing up 10 feet to jump on you.
Fair enough.
Like,
well, no, a Samoan would.
It's like, but what do you expect? While they're climbing, you would be moving.
That's like why they should have been.
They wouldn't even get in position.
Moving on, we have Dominic Mysterio versus AJ Styles for the Intercontinental title. Styles came out in a low rider, showing shades of Eddie Guerrero. And this is also the 20th anniversary the Rey Mysterio Jr. and Eddie Guerrero fought for the custody of Dominic. So Styles and Dominic dressed like them. And AJ starts off hot, then Dominic gets some offense in, and he actually had some offense. He didn't have to do cheap shots or anything.
Yeah.
It's the turn. Dominic blocks 2 Styles clash attempts. Styles goes for a phenomenal forearm. Dom turns it into a Michinoku driver. Styles goes for a frog splash and misses. And then Dom follows it up with a 619. Then he goes for a top rope move. Styles counters with a calf crusher. He just catches him with it. And then Dom gets pissed and exposes the turnbuckle. Ref goes to put it back together. Meanwhile, Dominic grabs a chair. He tries to do the Eddie thing where he hits the ring and then falls after tossing it to AJ. But then Styles just wraps the chair right around his neck and falls down next to Dom's. And the referee's like, what the hell? So he just lets the match continue.
I like how Styles, he put the chair over his neck and then he started twitching his leg.
I thought it was funny how he just got up and immediately pointed to Dominic. Like, he was obviously okay.
Well, yeah, he was on the ground. He was holding the chair, twitching his leg. And then the ref's like, what the hell? And then he was like, it was him.
Yeah, you.
He knew it wasn't going to work at that point. So he just gave it up.
Right.
Because even the ref was like, you're not hurt at all.
So Styles gets Dom into the calf crusher again. And then for some reason, Styles just takes Dom's boot off, then looks confused after having done so. And Dom ends up hitting Styles in the face with the boot. and winning with a frog splash. And I never thought I would see Dominic Mysterio have the fucking match of the night. Spoiler.
Well, it wasn't the match of the night, but it was a
Oh, it
good
was
match.
by far the match of the night.
Hey, we got the star rating. It was not the match of the night.
It was the match of the weekend.
The star ratings are out, and one match did get a 5-star.
Who's star ratings?
Meltzer's.
Oh, fuck him. I don't give a shit about him.
Oh, they matter.
Not to me. Which bullshit match did he give a 5-star?
Cena and Cody.
No way.
Yeah. Now, keep in mind, the star rating is so strict that Kurt Angle has 0 5-star matches in his whole career. So,
did Cody and Roman get a 5-star?
I don't think so.
Okay, then his ratings mean nothing.
It just means he's a hard grader. That's what that is.
It means he's an idiot.
So, just keep that in mind. He's a very strict grader. AEW, they get like 5-star ratings on everything, even TV matches. But
well, I'm not going to say 5 stars, but Dominic definitely had the best match of the evening. Like I said, I like to see him man up, and he's doing so with AJ. I'm not a big fan of AJ, but this worked.
Yeah, I'm not the biggest AJ fan either, if I'm being honest. But yes, this was a entertaining match. I was even into AJ on this match, so. And the boot thing, as we learned on replay, Dominic unzipped his boot, so he prepared for this moment.
Because he lies, he cheats, he steals.
Yes.
Well, next up we have WWE icon Stephanie McMahon to do the attendance. And she cheated. She added up both nights to announce the biggest SummerSlam in history. Shut up.
It's always amazing how night 2 and night 1 are so different. Like they add like 8,000 people from night 2 to night 1. They do it with WrestleMania too. It's like, wow, it's amazing you fit 8,000 more people in the same stadium.
Well, Jelly Roll wasn't there.
Oh man, Jelly Roll.
I'm tired of him.
Now he's out here calling out other celebrity wrestlers. Not like calling them out for a match. It's like, oh, they don't take this serious. I'm serious.
Oh, that'd be funny if he was challenging them to matches. Like, motherfucker, you don't even work there.
Yeah, he's like, oh, it just bugs me how they don't take it seriously. Like, shut up. They love their Jelly Roll right now, WWE.
Well, the celebrities, they need to move to Florida like I did.
Yeah, I heard someone was telling the story about him, and they're like, this guy, he broke his finger on the first day of training. And, most celebrities would be like, I got too much going on. I can't be doing this. I can't be breaking bones. So they'd pack it up and go home. But not him. He was there the next day, early in the morning, ready to go. Taped it up, and he was just ready to go.
See?
It's like, oh, man, he's such a hero, huh?
He's a soldier.
Yeah. He's just so serious about this wrestling thing. Was he out there on Raw or SmackDown? He wasn't. So he's not there weekly. Does he have a match at Night in Paris or whatever? Clash in Paris? Yet. Is he entering the Royal Rumble? He was there for one night. Stop acting like he's Logan Paul now. He's just going to be there every week.
He might want to get an easy victory and go for Damian Priest.
He might. Oh, and that was another thing. Apparently, it was his call to lose. So they were glazing him about that too. Like, because most celebrities, selfless. Yeah, most celebrities they want to put themselves over, but not this guy. He told Triple H he wanted to lose because he respects the business that much. Yep. This guy's nuts are drained, and they'll be drained for a while.
His music comes on the radio. I just turn that shit off. Cody Rhodes versus John Cena, undisputed title. So Cena came out to his babyface entrance, and they start off by hugging. Then they do Fists of Fury. Then they fight outside the ring. Cena beats on Cody with a crutch. Cena gets the steel steps in the ring and ends up getting scoop slammed on him by Cody. And then Cena knocks Cody out of the ring, then actually throws the steel steps at him from inside the ring. I thought that was cool. They fight in the ring some more. Cody hits a disaster kick. They go back out to the floor. They each grab a chair, and they fucking joust with the goddamn chairs. Stupid. Cody wedges a chair in the turnbuckle, ends up getting thrown into it. Cena does his moves of doom, but Cody escapes the FU. And then he does the dusty thing and hits a Cody cutter. And Cena ends up hitting an FU out of nowhere. Of course, Cody kicks out. Cody hits Cena with his special moves and a pile driver. even though it's a banned move in the WWE, they can apparently use it in street fights now. Cena hits another FU. Of course, Cody kicks out. They trade punches. Cena was getting cheered. Cody was getting booed, which I thought was interesting. Cena locks in the STFU. Cody escapes. Then they fight to the floor again. Cena hits Cody with a sunset flip powerbomb on the floor. Then he puts Cody through the announce desk with another FU. And then Cody hits a crossroads. Cena, of course, kicks out. Cena does his top rope leg drop, hits another FU. Of course, Cody kicks out. Cena gets the Slim Jim table. He props it up in the corner. They fight on the floor again. They fight in the crowd. They fight underneath the stage. Then they come up through Cody's little trap door with Cena carrying Cody. Cena FUs Cody on the entrance ramp. And then he carries Cody back to the ring, who then sends Cena into the Slim Jim table from earlier. And then Cody hits a crossroads. Then Cody smacks Cena in the face with a chair that unlocks a turnbuckle and assaults Cena with it. Then Cena locks in the STFU again. He wraps the ropes around Cody's neck. Cody, of course, escapes effortlessly. Cody hits 3 crossroads in a row. Cena kicks out. Cody tries to clock Cena with the title belt, and Cena counters with 3 FUs, the third one from the top fucking rope. Cody kicks out. Cena gets another Slim Jim table. He intends to FU Cody through it. Cody escapes, and Cody cuts Cena through the table. Cody then salutes Cena and wins with a single crossroads. After the match, they hug. Cody cries like a bitch. Then he leaves, and the fans thank Cena. Cena goes to leave, and then Brock Lesnar's music hits. Dumbfuck Cole says, "Holy shit." Brock and Cena stare at each other for a really long time, and then Brock slowly takes his vest and his hat off, and Cena slowly readjusts one of his sweatbands. Lesnar hits the ring and drops Cena with an F5. Then Lesnar gets his shit and leaves. So to recap, that was 8 FUs, 2 STFUs, 5 crossroads. Also, I think it's interesting that Cena turns heel, he wins the undisputed title, he defends it, and the second he turns face, he loses it. What kind of message does that send the youth? And then the bad guy comes out and beats his ass.
I don't know what kind of message that sends, but it's not a good one. But yeah, this is the match Meltzer gave 5 stars. I agree with him. It was a good match.
I disagree.
I know you don't like the finisher spam thing, and that's what it really was. Was it a little much, especially like the top rope FU?
And he kicked out. Come on.
Yeah, it was a little much, and it was at that point, it's like, okay, well, what's the point of finishers at this point?
I could buy the crossroads because the crossroads sucks, like the 3 crossroads in a row. That to me was plausible because I'm like, yeah, that's a crossroads. And he always does that shit. But the FU from the top rope, come on. And then he's going to put him through a table. You're telling me if he would have put him through the table, that's going to hurt him worse than from the top rope? Bullshit.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't like not the multiple kick out of the finishers, but the multiple in a row, and then they kick out. And it happened with Jacob too. He had 2 mighty moonsaults and Solo kicked out. Like if it was 1, okay, but 2 in a row and you kick out of that, that's a little much. And then that's what happened with Cena and Cody here. They hit multiples in a row and it was still kicking out. It's like, okay.
Right.
But aside from that, yeah, I was very sports entertained by the match and I liked it. Probably Cena's best. It was definitely his best outing since he was a heel because he was working that slow pace heel match.
Mm-hmm.
This is just a different taste, but
what do you think of Cena's heel turn?
Kind of a waste. Probably shouldn't have done it, but I get it. They just, wanted to tick off the box.
I was thinking, remember when Hogan turned heel and basically started a war
in WCW?
Yeah. Cena turns heel and it'll be forgotten.
Yeah, but that's not his fault. That's creator's fault.
Yeah, I'm not blaming Cena because he had some of his best promos.
Yeah. I mean, if you really talk about it, it's probably Travis Scott's fault. Did you happen to watch the Unreal? Which I haven't watched it yet, but
fuck no.
I've seen some clips. Apparently, when they were going to turn Cena heel, they had to clear it down the road, and the heel turn was with Travis Scott. They had to make sure he was going to be available for the stuff, and then it turns out he wasn't, or whatever happened. their big falling out that they had.
So you're telling me Travis Scott was supposed to be a big part of this whole heel turn?
Yes.
How?
I don't know. Again, I just seen the clip. I haven't seen all of Unreal yet. I haven't started it yet. Based off that clip, as what they were saying.
What about The Rock? You know, the one that started all this? He wanted Cody's soul. Cody told him to go fuck himself. Then he recruited Cena instead. And then he just disappeared while Cena had a flop of a heel run.
Well, according to Unreal, again, The Rock had this idea where Cody Rhodes would turn him down. Well, obviously, the first option was for Cody Rhodes to turn heel. They shot that down. So then his plan was for Cody Rhodes to shoot the idea down. And then as a consequence, he was going to put Cody Rhodes in an immediate championship match against Kevin Owens and have Kevin Owens win the title. But they shot that down and said, no. We're going to go Cena heel, Travis Scott involved.
Jesus Christ, nobody has a creative bone in their body over there.
Maybe. I mean, it would have been interesting if they would have done the Kevin Owens.
Would it have? Kevin Owens already feuded with Cody. What's he going to do?
Be champion?
He just feuded with Cody at that
I guess
point.
he was going to be the corporate champion.
And lose again?
Yeah, probably at WrestleMania lose. Then what they would have done with Cena, I don't know. How it would have played out differently.
Well, with Cena, they would have just done the dream matches. The same thing they're doing now, just without a title.
Yeah, then Cena wouldn't have had an actual opponent. Actually, he was supposed to win the Royal Rumble, according to Unreal.
Cena?
Yeah.
Didn't he? Who won the Royal Rumble?
Jay.
Oh, that's
so
right.
That means he would have been facing Gunther.
That would have been interesting.
It would have.
I don't know if Cena can handle that, though.
Well, if it's babyface Cena, I think he could have. He would have got chopped to mutton, but...
Well, he's talking about how the "you can't see me" gesture hurts his hip.
I'm sure it does. He's old.
I get that. I'm not shitting on him. I'm saying that he's going in a match with Gunther, one of the most physical motherfuckers on the roster.
Yeah, it wouldn't have gone well for him.
That was SummerSlam. I still say Dominic had the best match. Definitely not 5 stars. That's just silly.
Oh, yeah, didn't get 5 stars.
I think, Clash in Paris is next?
Yes.
But next week, we have WCW Uncensored 99. Main event is a steel cage match with Hogan and Flair. I believe it's first blood, last man standing, whole bunch of stipulations and shit for the World Heavyweight title.
Yes. I think barbed wire's thrown in there somewhere.
Oh, it is barbed wire. Barbed wire steel cage first blood match. Thank you. Yeah. For the WCW World Heavyweight Championship. We also have Booker T versus Scott Steiner for the television title. There's a dog collar match between Perry Saturn and Chris Jericho. Yay. Benoit and Dean Malenko have their rematch with Kurt Hennig and Barry Windham. It's a lumberjack match for the tag titles. Sandman makes his debut as Hack, and he has a triple threat match with Bam Bam Bigelow and Raven. Raven is with Chastity, whoever the fuck that is.
I remember that name, and I don't remember who it is, though.
We had Kevin Nash versus Rey Mysterio Jr. Singles match.
Well, I'm interested to see how that goes. Like, how's Rey going to be getting offense?
More importantly, how's Rey going to lose?
He should be losing. Let's get that clear. But, Nash is going to have to sell for him at some point.
But that is, SummerSlam. Look forward to Clash in Paris and all that shit.